The Palmetto Bowl has had its moments over the years. Ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 21st-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Presence known. They'll leave it with him. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that in the momentum and the confidence that...
Intercepted in the first drive into the pick. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with third and 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying play action. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
On fourth down, going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Gamecocks will snap it on first and 10. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. That is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes a grab for a big play. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Clemson. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now, Lenora Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs like throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The game originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. The trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state. And bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Randall. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He's going for a big play downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The Tigers will go for it here on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
Nah, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Going deep. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Fitted in the window for the score.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Finds his tight end. There he goes! the break. Clemson has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running back searching for a hole. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Offense changing the play. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He's looking to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack. Set them back, but they'll go for it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Running to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the...
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Williams. runs through the tackle. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The kick is on its way. Wants to return it. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Give to the running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Dances away. Escapes the sack. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. And remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Moves around to clear up the vision. Lets it fly. And it's his 4th interception of the night. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing, but you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He lets it fly. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Off-play action on 1st down. That's caught. It's Brown. Got room at the 35. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. They'll try the right side. Got some room in it to the goal line. And
now to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Randall. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Got a man, it's Moore. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. On target over the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Randall. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They're looking to throw on second and short. Gets it out fast. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Wants to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys who put so much on their plate. And you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. Now, a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. To the air, it's Klubnik. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he's going to bring it out. Out of bounds at the 34, a productive job by the return team. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Tigers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver.
Breaks into the open. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The play-action fake. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
He's going for the big play. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open grain, and he took off. Great job.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Harbor. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
To throw, it's Sellers. A strike downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Snagged in the middle. It's Jacobs. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sellers. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Go straight ahead. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Randall. Makes a move. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. The Tigers are threatening on first and goal. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week, you got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
Yeah, and I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these two teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Turning it on! Got enough for the first down and wants more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hunt. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Catch in the middle, it's Dingle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And he's thrown another interception. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the...
Oh, he's got some space.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Grab near the sticks. It's Randall. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
With the catch, it's Williams. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. Final stand of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Takes a handoff. It's Davidson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And some room to work. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. On the move. There he goes. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in. It's Sellers. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Punts it out of the air. Headed to the end zone. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Calls his own number. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. On the option, He's trying to get it in. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and short, they're giving it to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Clemson. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
22.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Harbor. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get sacked. Off play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. And now on second down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to power it in. He gets it in there for the two, and he'll chop a couple off that lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with the victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Now the play fake. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Back to pass. It's Klubnik. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, third and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
Clemson looking to convert on fourth down. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
to the air on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say, remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is the day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. South Carolina did a lot of crowing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken